Alright, here we go. Started prematurely. There were a couple of issues in free practice that we had to fix, but now the stream is up and we are going now for qualifying here at Missano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli here in Italy. It's round number 6 of 17 on the calendar, and this might be the closest qualifying yet, considering the drivers only had about 5 minutes of qualifying with the timing. So that might play into the hands of drivers. It's the top 7 who go through shootout. Ready drivers to 109s. We might see some in the 108s. There's Laser Boy shooting up into top 3. The Ineos Irwin GP car looking to make a statement after missing last race. And there goes the Objective Racing Team car of Ducky 400, whose boss, Duffy Doggo 4, unfortunately retiring from his duties as the owner of Objective Racing Team. So, until they find a new owner, Ducky is the sole driver for the team. Here with the yellow sectors. Doesn't matter, goes quickest anyway at 109.0, and we're on the cusp of the 108s. Sectors from turn right here. Finley, who now back racing, this time in a main driver's seat after dropping Ace Pilot and promoting himself that main driver role. Hasn't invalidated in the middle sector, but we round the final corner and goes up to 4th place for the Toyota. No sign of his teammate just yet. Might see him. But we should expect to see the likes of Eeks and Rohan jump up. It's also the debut race for person in 11th, who is sitting on the outside of turn 1, Ismai, who has been promoted to the Motive Motorsport main seat, and Captain Cody sets a 108.3, first person into the 108s, but Logan Ultramotive, after getting pole and an 8th place, his first point, stepping down from the main driver's seat. As Kawhi has now decided he wants to join us. His new Tag Heuer lookalike watch brand, Jitty Yang, now all around the racetrack. Eeks coming up to the line now, just rounding the final couple of corners. This corner's flat, and then you can go very wide here through the final corner. Up to the line for the Focalore car and jumps up into P3. And so that puts the Motive Motorsport down into P8. Teammate hasn't set a clean lap yet. We're going to stay with Eeks, as is that a purple? I'm not, well, I can't really tell. It looks like it is. Big slide out of that corner. On yellow in the middle sector. I don't think it was. Yeah, it was valid. First sector. So, sorry about that. Just had to deal with an issue with one of the Fusion Motorsport cars. Speaking of Fusion Motorsport, the driver Ladair has been given a qualifying ban from last race for parking the car on track while doing his retirement. It was strictly said in the rules not that, and so this will be his last race where he has a quali ban, I presume. And he's given his car to Rohan, who has seemingly vanished from the map. As we'll stay here with Laser, who improved by a little bit on that last lap. Doesn't look like anyone's going that much quicker at the moment. Remember, it's top 7 who go through to the shootout. And right now, that person is the objective car. Looking for second consecutive top, or second consecutive shootout, I should say, as he resets his tires in the pit lane. Drew Denial also into the pit lane to complete his, or to reset his tires. Now we'll see the final runs come out. 4 minutes left to go. We maybe see some improvements as well from the likes of Chase, who has said 2 yellow sectors, so it doesn't look like he's going to improve on this lap as he rounds to the final corner now, which is called Misano, at Misano. Improves, but is still just a tiny bit away, less than a tenth from the objective car, but is still in that bottom 5. And ironic. And we've got 3 minutes remaining now. See who can improve. Toyota looking to improve the position. Currently not on the cusp, but is just barely ahead of the cusp. Rounding the final corner now. Up to the line. Improves the time, not the position. It was only about 200ths. But none in the bottom 5 are looking like they're improving at the moment. We'll go back to the Motorsport car, who is looking to make a statement and get into the top 7. As it looks at the moment, both Motorsport cars out in the first part of qualifying. Your denial up to the line might improve and doesn't do so, unfortunately. A minute 30 now. Let's see if Rohan or Chase can get out of this bottom 5. Rohan was P3 in free practice, and so Might be pushing a little too hard. Maybe just needs to slow it down a little bit. Keep it clean. And he might be able to get through. The first sector. It's yellow, but it's only about 2-3 tenths down from Captain Cody. And so he's obviously got the pace. There's a rear end stepping out around Kachia. But he's obviously got the pace in that car. It's just not there for him just yet, but it might go to him this lap. A 17.7 in the first sector from Ducky, a 17.9 from the Pro Era. Not as Cookies is also down there in the bottom 5. This lap from Rohan still doesn't look quick, but it might just get him an improvement as he now rounds the final couple of corners. Ducky's improved in the middle sector as well. We've got 20 seconds now remaining. Rounding the final corner with Rohan goes to P9. And that's the quali over. Not sure who was last over the line, but it looks like it was Captain Cody who was last. So now all of these laps are going to count. Zero Denial and Eeks both coming into the pit lane. As we see Latingi rounding the final corner now. Without 2 greens, and Latingi is out. Motive Motorsport cars are out. Rohan invalid in the first and final sector. So that's unfortunate for Rohan. And Chase is out as well. So that is the official Q1 at times. So from Ducky upwards is the cars through into the next part of qualifying, which is the shootout. And the 2 Folklore cars making it as well. And we are back, and it is time for the shootout here in qualifying here at the Miss No World Circuit for the Italian Grand Prix. First man up is Ducky 40042 in the Objective Racing team car. Through turn 1, bit wide, doesn't hit the apex. Through turn 2 is fine though. In Q1, he set a time of a 1:09.9, which was 1.6 seconds slower than Captain Cody. Let's see how he goes through the first sector. It looks like he's invalidated, and he has. And he's also flipped the car while he's at it, so he won't score any points. That means Finley should go. So that's already the objective car looking like they won't score any points. As it looks like Ducky has missed the pit lane. He's hit the barrier wall. And finished the lap, but it's not obviously but an invalidation. Really trying to go as slow as possible. Try and limit amount of degradation on the tires, and that's why that spin won't affect the lap too much. But here we go now with Finley, aka I'm a Banana, in Toyota. Final corner, that is a CC, but it won't matter because that's not the flying lap. Away we go now with the Toyota. On the limit of the curb through the first cane. Now through the double right-hander. Now into the left. First sector. 17.3. Now that is the fastest because it's only the second lap. Through turn 8. Absolutely on the curbs. This is a wonderful lap going on at the moment. Through the long right-hander, staying on the concrete. Almost went wide. Through this long part of the track in Sector 3 to the hairpin, where it's spun in warm-up lap, doesn't do so. Now through the final corner, and this is the banker time, and might get at least a point for the Toyota. It's a 1:10.3, and that will most likely be beaten. But it is a time on the board, so can't say that was bad. But Laser is already going around. Laser set an 8-minute on the outlap. Not sure if that was a CC or not, doesn't look like it. Through the double right-hander we go. That looked nice. About maybe 500ths back. So still in contention. Okay, and now up to turn 9 we go. Now, unsuccessful praise on track. Through the middle sector, and Laser is up by about 3/10 through the middle sector. Now rounding the final couple of corners. And through the final corner for the Irwin GP car, and goes to provisional pole with a 109.9. So maybe the times are falling. But now, already up to the start line is the Folklore car of Unsuccessful Prey, making the debut race for both main driver seats, as Latingi was dropped and got sent to Zen Saline. But now here we go through the double right-hander. In the first sector is down by about half a second. Through turn 8 though, a little bit wide, but it looks like he kept it in bounds. Now through turn 9 we go. Big slide, managed to catch it, but it was very squiggly going through there. 28.3 matches the middle sector of Laser, but it might not be quick enough unless there's heaps amount of time that the Folklore car can find through the middle, or the final part of the lap I should say. Rounding the final corner now. And up to the line for Unsuccessful, stays in third. So it was a whole second back from Laser. But now we'll see the other Folklore car of Eeks making the debut as well. Here we go with Eeks. You can hear this. I say no safety. Rounding the final corner. Certainly no safety there. All over the curb. Now here we go with the other Folklore car, the number 37. Rounding the first couple of turns. That was a big slide. Ran wide there, but it might have stayed in bounds. Not too sure. Carried so much speed through turn 1. And it was invalid. So huge disappointment there from Eeks. Might have been looking to get pole position at this track. Zero might actually catch up to Eeks on this lap. But we'll pit already. And now here's the Proera. It is Proera Racing's 100th race. As we await Captain Cody, who has still not got a shootout pole yet. Here we go now with Zero Denial. Through turn 1, all over the curb. Staying through 2 and 3. That might have been too wide though. Breaking into the double right-hander. Might have invalidated again. And no, he hasn't, but he's about 7/10 down already. in just the first sector was not that good from the Porira car. Going a bit wide there through turn A as well. That might have been invalidated. Not too sure. Through the long right-hander and now on to what is pretty much a back straight. How does the middle sector look? It's purple in the middle sector, you know. Manages to keep the grip through that hairpin. Now through 15 and out of the final corner. Goes very wide on the exit. Is it provisional pole? No, it's not. Is down by 2/10. And the Ineos Owen GP remains in pole position. But there is still Captain Cody left to do the lap time. And he's just now rounding the final corner already. Through turns 1 and 2 and is looking good for Captain Cody through sector 1. And is fastest in the first sector. Won't catch up to Zero Denial. About 10-15 seconds up the road. The back end stepping out there a little bit through turn 8. Now through turn 9. Brakes very late. Bit of a twitch, and it did not look smooth through that corner. And is down on through the middle sector. But we've seen him through sector 3, and this is where he comes storming back. Will it be a shootout pole for the Holden team and Captain Cody through the final part of the lap? And around the final corner he goes here at Misano. Round the final corner, up to the line. Is it pole position? Yes, it is by a convincing 7/10 of a second. And the Holden car is on pole position here in Italy. And that should be no surprise to anyone. Laser on the front row yet again alongside Captain Cody. Zero Denial in third. Fourth goes to the Toyota of Finley. Fifth for unsuccessful prey. Scores his folklore point. Or his debut points, I should say. And then it's Eeks and Ducky, unfortunately, not scoring points from the shootout, but still have a good position for the race.